Already long time since I was a kid, I have the feeling that everything is energy.
No to dzień dobry misiaczki w ten piękny dzień. Jestem Jakub Kotuła, to jest Fit on Trip i dzisiaj chciałbym wam przedstawić jedną osobę, z którą dzisiaj spędzimy dzień, może dwa. Mam nadzieję, że wam się będzie podobać. Ale to czekajcie na to. So from deep of my heart, I would love to introduce you my new friend Imana, who I met in one of the restaurants.
Yeah, happy to meet you all. I am original from Belgium, which is a country in Europe, of course, close to yours. And I have been traveling already in my 20s to South America, got in touch with the mountains, wanted to be surrounded by mountains, and that's how I left for Nepal. Nepal, where I lived about 20 years, and then I came to the Philippines. Very shortly.
Very shortly, so soon we will just talk more wide about everything. But the first we will eat something in this really amazing place. What we will eat?
We're gonna eat something that is very Filipino. It's called jackfruit. So there will be a rice bowl with jackfruit.
Jackfruit.
And
This is this one.
look at it.
Can I touch it?
Yeah,
Hello.
yeah, it's one of my favorite dishes in the Philippines. So jackfruit and banana heart are two dishes that I never experienced before the Philippines. So that's why I like it. I have been growing up with music, and then my first diploma is becoming a music teacher. So music has been always a part of me, and I feel that everything is translated in sound and vibrations and frequency. That is how I see the world. There is proof from music and sound and vibration that it makes shapes. So actually it's resonating with our body. It's resonating with every cell of our body because we are more than 70% water. Yeah? And that's why it also has a healing effect. Because if you are using sound frequency, and that can be a singing bowl, can be your voice, can be a tuning fork, can be even just the dog barking and another music that brings you or that touches you and that brings you in a certain mood. What I do first is always I smudge the instruments to make all the energy clean and to ask actually permission. Ask permission if I can use them in service.
Permission from instruments.
Yeah. Because they are an extension of me. Because I am playing them. So I need to ask permission.
And if they say no, what happened then?
I will not play them.
Oh really? Did you ever had the experience like that you
Yeah, with a
didn't
singing
feel?
bowl. It was a crystal bowl, but a bigger crystal bowl, and the sound is very high. And then the bowl said, no, this is not appropriate for this group. So, and then I didn't use it.
Yeah, really I can understand.
And then afterwards I understood also why, because there were like people who would be really ultra sensitive and if a sound like that would come to them, they would be going into maybe a more traumatic experience, or they would be having a memory of something, and then it could be very emotional. And yeah, that's why I felt like no, it's not appropriate to do, and that's why I didn't do it. How I call what I do is I give them a vibrational massage, like a massage with frequency. And then they go into a deep journey as if sometimes they go to another world.
So, how did you find this place?
When I came to El Nido, there was a group chat where I was put in because I'm doing sound healing, and then my friend wanted to give me a bit of promotion for the local people here, for the community here. And then actually Andrew was the first one who wrote to me and who said like, I want to have a sound session, can you come, and then I give you the most delicious food. And yeah, that's how I came here just before he opened in November.
Okay, so they built it everything 6 months,
Yeah,
right?
from February last year till
Oh
October.
my god, and
Yeah.
they used, it's like a zero waste, right? Because I see a lot of bamboo, so it's typical, the construction here on Philippines.
Yeah.
But here we can see also the things like this. I think it's like a kind of garbage stuff which see just throughout, and and all this is from the boat, like a piece of the boat or
Yeah,
something.
all the wood are coming from driftwood from the boats, and from pieces that he finds. Everything that you see is like things that he gathered and that were put together in a more artistic way.
What is really interesting that this is in the middle of the city.
Yeah, it's like
just
an oasis. In
like
the
2
city.
squares from here is the main road, like a party road in El
Yeah.
Nido.
Yeah, you have to find it, and when you find it, then you find some peace, and and some good food, and some nice friends, and
Yeah.
I would love to give you an experience. We have already a beautiful sound of the rain, yeah, and there is so much more to experience, and because of this gift of mine and this passion of mine, I would love to introduce myself a little bit, that you know what is going to happen, yeah. And then later on, when you go in the sound bath, because that's what we're going to do here, we're going to do a sound bath. Then your mind doesn't need to wander, yeah, because that's of course the thing. Your mind wants to know, like, oh, what she's doing, what is playing now, what is this, what is that. And then, of course, you don't go fully into relaxation. And the aim is that you are very relaxed, that you get a kind of massage with sounds. So that's going to be the experience. Little thing to say: before 2004, I was suffering from an incurable sickness. So I had a sickness which was called the Crohn's disease. I don't know if you know that. It's like your intestine is not working. And I was very sick from that. And normally you cannot cure that because it's inherited. But I cured myself. And how did I do that? I did a kind of therapy with colors, but something that helped me to turn my point of view. And from that moment I started to not anymore blame anything around me anymore for what was happening to me. I was seeing that I was the center of the universe. I am the one creating everything that comes to me, and I should look at it and learn from it and not get frustrated by it, but more like embrace it and say like, hey, this is coming for a reason, so how can I get out of this? How can I change this? How can I be happy? Yeah. And through that therapy, in 2 weeks already, I made that enormous switch. And then everything started. It was like the red carpet. So I came, because that therapy was in Belgium, I came back in Nepal, and then this was given to me, this beautiful singing bowl was given to me by a shaman. I didn't ask for it, he just gave it to me. He said like, look, you're going to work with this. And I'm like, okay, I'm a musician, I can play music, but doesn't mean I can do something with this, you know. And then I asked him, how should I do this? And he said, you just sit, meditate with it and listen to it. Listen to its vibration, listen to the sound that it makes, learn from it. Yeah? And as I said, connect to something that you really wish to let go.
How it's working for real?
Yeah, for real is that we can never ever heal anybody else. We can only heal ourselves. So what I try to do is to lift up the person and to open a door so that you can heal yourself. And that is not only through the sound, that's through all the coachings that I do, that's through all the words that I talk, because I walk my talk. And that means like I believe that everything is energy and we are coming here to experience. And in every experience you are the one who is attracting that, because your world outside is what is inside of you. It's just a reflection. And I use the frequency and the sound to bring you to a most relaxed state so you can start seeing that yourself. I don't promise anything that I'm going to help you or going to do something. No, I want to give you an experience. Yeah, we have memory in our body. You know why? Because you come from your mother and father, and they come from their mother and father, and from their mother and father. I think I heard you were talking about also the 7 generations, yeah? So you have like the generations before you, so that's who made you, yeah? These instruments will maybe trigger also something that you don't know that is from your past. Just let it go. It's not yours, yeah? This instrument is a crystal chalice and works with the DNA. That means works with what do you want for this life? What do you want to attract in this life? So that's why I will ask you, like, go with an intention in your heart that you want to attract. And the second part I will use this one. And you will feel it also in your fields around you. And if you feel it then, or if you feel that I come to touch your heart, then you feel the vibration, and that vibration, try to send it out. You come into your true being. And I think most people in the world forget that because they're only busy with their computer and with their telephone, and they're only outside of them. They're only busy with what is happening outside. What I try to do is to give you that little moment of coming inside of you and trying to see inside, like, oh gosh, what is, I am the center of the universe. And I need to work first at me before I can even judge or look outside myself. And that's my walk and talk. My walk and talk is to help people to see like, hey, we are all one, yet individual. And we all are here to experience. And life can be as magic as you want it. But you need maybe to change something in your mind to be able to do that. I want to live my life from the heart and from feeling and connecting to energy and to people. And I know very, very deep inside me that I will touch you with my heart. And if that is bringing a smile to your face and it opens your heart, and maybe tomorrow you will not react in the way that you normally would react, but you would stand a bit more still with yourself and you would maybe look a bit more inside, like, oh, what can I change in me? Then already I can be so grateful because something happened, something changed. And of course everything is changing all the time. The thing that I learned the most was that you cannot control anything, because everything, they always say like, oh yeah, it will happen tomorrow, and you never know when it then happens, because maybe tomorrow never comes, you know. And that's true. And it's also there that I did this vipassana, so the 10 days of meditation, which helps you to see that your mind, that we are slaves of our mind. Nepal brought everything together. It brought together that I could heal myself, that I could start to do like things like Reiki, because I was already from myself doing things like that, but then people named it. I didn't know that I was doing Reiki. I was just helping people and putting my hands sometimes on a place and just sending love, just sending from my full heart.
Yeah,
love.
with the full of with good intention, you know, this just sharing. I remember how you just hug me, and I know that, also because always when I'm trying to hug someone, I'm trying to be, just here and now at that moment and trying to share something, this moment, this energy, like I'm hugging and I'm hugging, nothing more is around, it's this moment.
So actually what you are saying is that the hugging is already also healing, because it's a heart connection. And it's not you that is healing somebody or somebody that is healing you. It is because of you choosing that moment to be in the present moment, in the now, in the here and now. And that means you're not controlling the past, or you're not looking or attached or already predicting the future, because we don't need to do that. We need to be here and now. Just feel that beautiful intention vibrating through your body. Like a young person, I already felt I didn't fit.
Okay.
I felt always different. So you could say like I didn't fit in a society working 9 to 5, coming home, making food, looking television. I never looked television. Going to bed. I wasn't made for that life. So I think I feel that I was already a little bit different, and that I wanted to explore life through also traveling. And in that time it wasn't so common that people would just say like, oh, I take my backpack and I go to Nepal, for example. It wouldn't be like that. I went, by the way, before that, Nepal to India also, so I explored also India. And but I think that the thing is that we all have this calling, this higher self or the soul that is letting you feel like, wow, this is something that I want to explore, I want to go there. And it's like from inside your heart, that you feel you want to do something like that. And then you can choose. The mind is mostly then choosing, but I can't do this because of this. I think that I could look at my mind and say like, yeah, maybe you talk like that, but I'm still gonna do it. I'm still gonna follow that feeling, because that is also my mission, is to bring people more into their feeling. And when you come into your feeling, you come into your soul's alignment. And sometimes you don't need words for that. You just know it from very deep inside. Like, I need to do that, or I need to go there, or I need to connect with that person that is having his coffee there, or however, whatever. The more you believe in it, the more it will be materialized in your world. When I had my Nepali partner, my ex-husband, I wanted it to work. I wanted to have that. Otherwise, I wouldn't build up a hotel with him and all these projects with him that I did there. But after a while, I could really see I was the one who was evolving, and he wasn't there yet to do that. And I was like, I can't wait all my life, because I only have this life to experience this. So, and I want to experience everything. So show me the way, show me what I need to do. And then came other opportunities. But it doesn't mean that I didn't want to make it work, I think for me, maybe that's the thing in my life, and that's a bit personal, is like the relationships. I'm so driven also forward to find my way. And to find, let's say, like to find ways to help other people to find themselves. That's like the mission. And then a partner is mostly, he doesn't last long, because he cannot follow me. The learning process is to see that everybody has a part of them in you. They're mirroring something in you. And that is then the personal work that you can do to love more unconditionally. Yeah? Maybe that's the most important thing then that I learned from it, is that you need to love yourself. And you need to value yourself. And the more you love and value yourself, the more also you attract amazing, beautiful people who are coming to you to share that. And then you're not expecting anything anymore. You come more in this unconditional way. And I think that is the way that we should learn. But it's all there to teach us. Into your bodies. First of all, we start connecting to the breath again. I saw with myself, in opposite to all the other people, was like not to choose for fear, but for love. And that was something that I didn't know. I was rushing. I was always going here, there, always looking for something, always running behind something. Like I needed then, of course, you need to make some money to be able to send your kids to school, for example. So I was always thinking like I need to do something to enable something, to get something. And that's why I'm so blessed with the pandemic, because the pandemic taught me like, okay, perfect. We're now in the Philippines. We're going to be here and we're going to just enjoy and just be with the nature and don't run behind the things anymore. And there is the biggest thing that changed in me. It is like I'm now I call it in that vibration, that the things are just coming. And I don't need to do that effort anymore. It just happens. And why is that? Because I trust. Maybe you can put your hands on your heart. Really feel gratitude for your body. Feels like the dogs are also waking up. Maybe you need to stretch it a little bit and then slowly you make your way up.
Yeah, and this is, what also I believe, that everything, that all love is from trust. Trust yourself, trust universe. And I think this is also the really nice point which we can talk about or just remember, that I think a lot of people have problem with fear, and between fear and love. A lot of people are just have partner because they are afraid to be lonely, for example.
Or they are afraid to lose them.
Yeah, I'm working in this job because I'm afraid of money, because I'm afraid, not because I like it, because I love it, because something positive, because they are afraid. So how to do it? How to make a decisions with love, not with fear, not being afraid? Do you have any solution?
There is a way of, you need to change your way of thinking, of course. You need to change your, the fear and the doubt and the shame are in the lower vibration, yeah? And because we are conditioned that we think that there is a lack in this world, that's where it starts. If you stop that conditioning and you start to really truly believe that there is always something in this life that will help you, that support you, then the things will change. Why? Because you change the vibration of your thoughts. You choose for something that goes into the fear, that attracts also more negativity. But from the moment, and you can try it with yourself.
How to do it?
Yeah,
how to do it? How
It's
to change this mind? A lot of people, okay, change your mind, but how I can do it?
Yeah, I give always this example. A stick has two ends.
Of course.
One is I like, one is I don't like. Yeah. If you go towards like I like, vibration going high, and you experience something nice. If something is I don't like, oh no, I really don't like, the energy goes lower and you experience something negative. If you're in the negative way, you attract more negative things. If you're in the positive way, you attract more positive things. So when your mind goes into that negative way, and it's like a scale, it's like a balance. Then you have to balance it again. And then what I do is I look at the animal. I look at a little cute little dog, and that dog, that makes me happy because that is generating a vibration which is higher, which makes me happy. Or I think of somebody that I dearly love or who is an inspiration for me. Then I get that energy. And that energy I emanate from my heart. And then from that moment, energy will go up and I will be in a totally different way again. And if you start to do that and you observe your mind, you will see that you can switch from that lower vibration or dark side to a lighter vibration. That's one thing. The other thing is we need to accept everything as it is, because also the bad experiences are there as an experience of this life. If we would have only nice, beautiful, yummy things that would happen to us, we would be always high in the sky. We need to see that there is also the shadow side sometimes, and that there is something that we come to experience here that is not so nice. I'm gonna embrace every moment that happens to me with love and gratitude. And the gratitude it came to me because of course I cured from an incurable sickness, and from that moment I wake up every day with a thought, and that thought starts, I'm grateful because I live.
It smells like pesto.
Yeah.
Like basil or something.
Yeah.
I can smell.
Okay.
It looks really nice.
Yeah. Yeah, and mostly I don't know what that I order. I just say, what do you have? And I will eat what he has, because I know it's so yummy, it's so good. So yeah, that's why I love to come here. I like him to surprise me also sometimes.
No to kochani, mam nadzieję, że wam się podobało. Ja jestem bardzo dumny z tego filmu. Najcięższa praca to chyba były napisy. Jak zresztą zauważyliście, troszeczkę inaczej teraz podchodzę do filmów. Nie robię daily vlogów, staram się łapać jakieś fajne tematy, poznawać fajnych ludzi i dzielić się tymi wszystkimi wartościami, które ja doświadczam, i dzielę się nimi z wami. Także mam nadzieję, że wyciągnęliście z tego może jakąś lekcję, może się zainspirowaliście, czy cokolwiek tam, jakiś nowy proces myślowy do was przyszedł. Także ja dziękuję ślicznie za oglądanie. Już niedługo będą kolejne filmy. No i tyle. Czekajcie na nie. Życzę wam wszystkiego dobrego z głębi mojego serca, oraz dziękuję z całego serca Imanie, która naprawdę otworzyła mi serce jeszcze bardziej na to, co robię. Także trzymajcie się, wszystkiego dobrego i pamiętajcie, everything is changing, let it go.